So, Case, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what got you to be fully convinced that Christianity, belief in Jesus, is what you wanted to stake your whole life on?
Yeah, I guess the way I've kind of come to understand that, because I think when you believe something, you don't necessarily know why you believe it. So that even that's a journey to come to understand. I mean, uh, Joey, are you married? I just want to.
Nope, not
Okay,
married.
okay, sorry. So I mean, I can't wait for you to be married.
Oh man,
But
I can't wait for me to be married.
Joey can't wait either.
um, the point I was going to make with marriage is you believe that someone loves you at some point, or that they're going to be committed to you. Now that belief may be false, in which case you have a sad future ahead of you, but you believe it. But you don't know at what point you truly came to believe it, and you don't know why you believe it. Though later you may come up with some reasons as to why you think you came to believe it. So that's all I can really share with God is there's two anecdotal reasons I believe in God, and then one that I think is accessible to everybody. The anecdotal reasons are actually the bigger reasons for me, but the ones that are inaccessible to other people. So the first two is the change that I've seen in my own life through being in relationship with God, through pursuing Him, through pursuing His Word, and then also having Him correct me through discipline and through the words of other Christians and non-Christians too, that are used to humble me to the truth that He has in store for me. So how can you make that's not something that is accessible to other people? It always falls flat, but it's supposed to. That's not my witness for other people. It's actually my witness for myself. It's the change that I've seen happen inside of myself. So what happens is other people are going to hear that and they're like, oh, cool. Does nothing for me. It's not supposed to. I'm not offering it as a reason why anyone else should believe. It's actually just for me.
Do you have any examples of those, Case?
So I would say it comes down to, being a compassionate human being, someone who Christ says the test of true religion is taking care of the widows and the orphans. And I've really come to believe that. I went to India and, saw the widows there and the way that they're treated and the plight that they're in. And that really is where religion is tested. A true religion will take care of those widows. And if you have a true religion inside of you, your heart will break for that. And that will be the mission of your life, is taking care of the orphans and the widows. And if you make it more complex than that and you add more into it than that, you're just diluting what is true religion. And if you take out taking care of the orphans and the widows, it's not a religion at all. So I would say that I've seen that compassion changing inside of me. Not to the degree of other people. I'm totally willing to say that I'm less than everybody, but it's more than I had before. That's a major difference. It's not so much that I'm better than anybody. I'm just better than myself than I was earlier.
Who you were.
And I know where that change has come from. The connection has been made for me, but I could never show that to someone else any more than I could show someone why I think that my wife is connected to me being a better person today than I am. A lot of it's, through the slow tug and pull of two personalities, right? Eva wants this stuff. I want this stuff. I can't always have it my way and have the relationship, right? So I have to change in order to retain that tension. That alone proves that Eva exists and that she's in tension with me because I'm having to shift away from my desires to stay close to her, to keep that tension. It's like dancing. So that's for me is God, is that I have my desires, I have what I want, he has what he wants. In order to contain that tension, I have to shift away from what I naturally would otherwise have wanted.